Howdy, everybody. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on some mail merge essentials. This is basically just a way to get you up and running quickly on creating a basic mail merge. We're going to be doing mail merges a few times here during the semester, so I want to make sure everybody has a pretty good understanding of how to get up and running with a mail merge. So the first thing we need to do is we need to create a data source. A data source can be any number of different files. I typically work with Excel files. So Excel is basically a database. It just has rows and columns of information. And so we can use this as a data source for our mail merge. The data source is typically like customer information or contact information. So this basic um, data source that I'm working with, I have first and last name, address, city, state, zip, and a company name. So I've pre-populated some of this information, and I'll come back in here and update it as well. But I just wanted to show you that a mail merge data source can be very simple. It can just be an Excel spreadsheet. Some of the data sources that we'll be working with in the book are Access databases, and you'll be working with those in Word or directly in Access. But for like the final project, we'll be working with a mail merge. You can just use a basic Excel spreadsheet for that. It doesn't have to be anything super extravagant or fancy as long as it has the essential information that we're looking for. So again, this is our data source. And then I'm going to come into Word and I'm going to tell Word that I want to do a new document. So I'm at a new document and I'm going to say, I want this to be no space theme and I want to start my mail merge. So I'm going to hit the Mailings tab, and I want to start my mail merge, and this is going to be a letter. And there's a couple different options you can choose from. Most typically, we're either going to do letters or envelopes. So for this example, I'm going to do a letter. I'm going to select that. It just lets Word know what kind of document we're going to be using for the mail merge. Then I need to come up here and tell Word where my recipients are coming from. So I can either type a new list, or I can use an existing list. And I'm going to use an existing list, which is that Excel spreadsheet that I used. So I select that, and I'm going to come over here and find my merge example spreadsheet. And then it's going to tell me I found that there's one sheet. It's a table. And I want to tell Word that my first row contains column headers. And I select OK. And you'll notice nothing has happened because I haven't told Word what fields I want to insert in here. So there's a handy dandy little drop down here under Insert Merge field, and you can see that those columns are now listed here. So I have first name, last name, address, city, state, zip, and company. Or I can just come up, if I know that I'm just going to use a standard address block, I can select this option, and a preview comes up of what the address block will look like. And you can go forward or back, depending on the number of records that you have. And you can change some of the format in here. I'm just going to accept the default and say, there we go, there's my address block. I'm going to enter a couple times, and I'm going to say, dear, and then let's say I want their first name. So I can come up here and go to Insert Merge field and select first, and put a comma in there. I'm going to say, thank you for being our campus. It was great to see representatives from, hey, I'm going to get fancy. I'm going to say their company name. We hope to see you soon. Sincerely, Palmer. All right, so that is a basic letter. You notice I have some 3 essential items here, the address block, first name, and company name. So now I can come up here and say, I want to preview the results. I want to see what this mail merge is going to look like. If I select that option, I can see that now my information for my first record is here, and my first name is there. Thank you for visiting our campus. It was great to see representatives from, hey, look, it's BYU Idaho. We hope to see you soon. I can go to the next recipient, because that's a different person. Hey, look, it's Steve Person. Dear Steve, thank you for visiting our campus. It was great to see representatives from Cal Poly. We hope to see you soon. So that is the essentials of a mail merge. Now, if I added a record to this, I can just say it is John Smith, Main Street, and they are going to be from Los Angeles, California, 90021. I'm just guessing at the zip code, and then we're going to say it's UCLA. I'm going to save this, and you'll notice that if I preview my results, it doesn't update that information. So what I want to do, I just want to come in here and again, just select that information. And I get my mouse to cooperate. Hey, look, there we can see John Smith is now updated in there. We can also update the list, but I find that's just the quickest and easiest for me. So that is the essentials of a mail merge. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions about a mail merge or working with the Access database if you want to work with an Access database. In many of the assignments, we're going to ask for both the merge document, which is this document with all of the fields, and we're going to ask for the data source, which will be either an Excel sheet or an Access database. One other item of note is that some of the assignments tell you not to use the address block. And if that's the case, you just insert the information manually. So we're going to put first name, last name, address, city, state, and zip. And I'm actually going to put their company name in here as well. So put that in there. And then if I preview the results, basically the same thing as what we had before in the address block, but there's going to be some special fields in upcoming assignments that the address block won't include. So, again, feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Take care.